Hey everyone, it's me Starlight. I am back. I stole Casey's jacket. I look adorable. And well, this week, it's almost fall, right? What does that mean? It's Apple season. No, not apple picking season. It's the season where Apple announces all their newer models, their newer updates. So we're going to be discussing the iPhone 15 and all the, rumored updates in this video. But before we get into it, you know what you're going to do? You're going to like the video, you're going to click that subscribe button, and you're going to go ahead and hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the very first change is pretty expected, right? For the iPhone 15, there's obviously going to be a shift from the Lightning charging port to the USB-C cable. And this is obviously due to a lot of pressure that they get from the European Union to make like a common standard charging port for all, regions. But then the question is, will they change all their older models, such as the 14 Pro Max, the 13 Pro Max, like everything? Because people might not be willing to upgrade to a new phone model because they paid a lot of money for these less than a year ago maybe. So it might happen because in a lot of regions the iPhones are remade, reconstructed when there's a lot of changes. Like in the US iPhones, like the iPhone 12s, the 13s were all changed to electronic SIM, while as in other regions like here we still have the physical SIM port, right? So yeah, that is still not confirmed, but you can find out. Just keep watching Geek Mania. The next feature announced is obviously really good news. So the dynamic island is going to be available for all models, the base models, the pro models, the ultras, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be available for all. However, the analyst Ross Young, he came out talking about how the base models might not have as high of a refresh rate as the pro models because their supply chain simply can't afford that. But baby steps. Okay, at least we're all going to get the dynamic island if we are unbroke enough. I'm not going to say rich, unbroke enough to afford it. Another thing we can expect is there's going to be skinnier bezels. So Apple is going to use this new manufacturing technique called low injection pressure over molding, and this is going to allow for the bezels to just shrink by a fraction of a millimeter, not even a millimeter, okay? And this is going to allow for like an ever so slight increase in the screen real estate. So I guess display ups and downs we're probably going to be spending thousands over. I'm not saying it's ridiculous. I mean, it's Apple at the end of the day. Everyone's going to buy it, everyone wants to have it, but yeah. So something else new that they're doing is they're going to remove the Pro and the Pro Max models. I'm not talking about not create the models. I think they're going for so much more of a rebranding because, the dynamics in price are kind of making it hard for them to sell the base models or, attract customers these days. So I think the Pro and the Pro Max are going to be replaced by the Ultras and the Plus now. So what we can expect for the Pro Max substitute is a periscope type lens. So this is going to allow for really high optical zoom levels, and it's going to rival all the other brands. I mean, Samsung, whatever you want to call it, rivaled. Something else you can expect to change in is the button. So right now Apple kind of uses more of the smoother button, but they will be introducing solid state, power, and volume buttons. So this allows for a more pressy feel. When you click the buttons right now, you don't really feel like you're doing much, and I think users kind of miss that, with the old home button. So this button is going to give you more of a tactile feel when you use the phone. It's also going to help with the water ingress. So right now the buttons, you get a little bit of space. If you look very closely at your iPhones right now, there's a bit of a space between the phone and the button itself, and that allows for water to go into the phone and kind of mess up stuff. Even though it is waterproof, it still makes the buttons less smooth. So yeah, that's about it for now. And if you want to go ahead, address some of these, debunk some of these, even back some of these statements up, you can definitely go ahead, do so in the comments. If I happen to miss any announcements or rumors that you have heard, maybe on TikTok, maybe on Instagram, well, go ahead, let everybody know. Let's have a little bit of a discussion about it right there in the comments section. But for now, I'm gonna head on out of here. This is me, Starlight. You can catch me next week on Geek Mania, but for now, bye.